Even though it's going down today, the Bitcoin price is still going up, showing a lot of instability into this golden cross. About 2 weeks ago, I told you what this golden cross would do. BTC is about to do a golden cross. The market is a little more risky today, but the number of people interested in buying BTC options is close to an all-time high. In fact, there is more power in the system now than there was in 2021. Bitcoin is best. In the same way, Bitcoin futures on the CME are reaching new all-time highs. These things happen because people are waiting for what seems to be the end of the Bitcoin golden cross. As a reminder, a golden cross happens when a shorter-term moving average, like the 50-day moving average, goes over a longer-term moving average, like the 200-day, which shows a change in the direction and upward momentum. And if you look at the last few times this has happened in Bitcoin's past, it happened at the very end of 2023, right at the start of this bull market. The 50-day moving average crossed over to the pink, and the 200-day moving average crossed over to the yellow. The rally happened before that, and there wasn't much selling that day, but the change in direction was clear. Once more, we saw a golden cross at the start of the year 2023. We were of course coming off the low point of Bitcoin around $15,000 during the FTX crash. The meeting took place before the golden cross. In fact, we started adjusting very hard in the days before. But the change in momentum was there, and even though there was a lot of turbulence, the trend continued to go up. And then of course looking ahead to 2021, which is where it all began in 2020. For a while we went back and forth between above and below. That was again because of the 2020 pandemic crash. That was the market's instability and chaos. But then in the middle of 2020, we got that golden cross which started the bull run of 2021. Now we're back in the present as we get close to another golden cross. What does this mean for you and me as investors? If you look at the open interest in Bitcoin options right now, there is more leverage in the market than there was at the peak of Bitcoin in 2021. It's also important to think about this open interest. Just remember that it's not too gloomy. That's not too positive. A lot of shorts versus longs or longs versus shorts does not mean that there are a lot of either. What this means to me is to be ready for instability going either way. We have built up a lot of power, which means that when we do move, it will probably be a volatile move. Yes, I shut my long. A lot of this golden cross was written by me. I closed all of my trades late last week in this video. The fact that we can keep going higher doesn't mean that we can't. Also use our link or the altcoin reference code and get up to $10,000. Click on the link below. And I think Bitcoin will go through the roof in the long run. It's important to be careful though, because markets could be crazy chaotic in the short term with this much open interest leverage in place. Bitcoin hash rate, which is a measure of how strong the computer network underneath is, just hit an all-time high when you look at the big picture. BlackRock as well flowed the third most money into this ETF so far this year, which shows that banks are very interested in buying the spot the ETF lets you buy Bitcoin. The latest news about altcoins starts with XRP. Elon Musk was recently asked about the future of XRP and crypto in the Trump administration. Do you think that the XRP record will be used by banks in the future, given how harshly the CC has been treating cryptocurrencies under this administration? I can't really talk about any one coin though. But I do believe that this kind of coin is an interesting and likely useful defense against centralized control. In other words, this is not an endorsement or lack of support for XRP. But I do believe that crypto by its very nature helps people have more freedom. If you're in the XRP army, take that for what it's worth. Also, Elon Musk did say something about Dogecoin. In case you missed it, follow us on Instagram for special posts. Can we get more than 4,000 subscribers? Click on the link below. Solana also got some big news today. Standard Chartered says that the price of the cryptocurrency Solana could rise by more than 400% if Trump wins. You already know that Solana was one of our top 9 altcoins to buy in 2025. I will try to keep you up to date on the coins on that list. And the news today is very important. In the past 24 hours, Solana has done more transactions than both Ethereum and Ethereum L2. In other words, the basics are stronger than the ETH environment. In other ways though, Ethereum is better than Solana. The Ethereum L2s have lower fees than the L1s. Right now, it is still cheaper to do business on Polygon and Arbitrum than on Solana. All of this happened after Ethereum's Denken update, which made some of its L2 options cheaper than its top L1s. And this just means to me that there isn't yet a winner. Let's look at these numbers again. I'll report back to you. Ando was another coin on the list of the top 9 alternative coins for 2025. I did tell you the good and the bad. It was talked about that the code unlock was coming up. Early buyers can finally sell their tokens here after finally getting some of them. Oh, I see. This is a great point of view. Everyone is asking me about the Ando token open in January 2025. Looking at the difference between Ando's unlock now and Solana's unlock back in 2021. In January 2021, when Sol had a market cap of about $1 billion and a price of $3 a coin, Solana had a bigger unlock than Nando. Solana went from $3 a coin to over $280 a coin. When Solana was worth $280 in November 2021, it had a market value of $71 billion. It's not a big deal for a token to unlock during a bull market if the coin has other good qualities. Also in Solana, all tokens were unlocked at once in a huge unlock, but in Ando, tokens are unlocked one at a time every month. This is good because no one can dump everything at once, and small unlocks don't have as big of an effect on price as big unlocks do. Remember this, you can now try out the Albert API if you're excited about AI altcoins. This is kind of like a chat GPT that is only for solving math questions. If you hold it and just watch a little bit of this demo, this is a really good sign for the usefulness. For those of you who are still optimistic about Bitansor Tau, the 8 protocol is the first crypto subnet of Bitansor. As an advocate for Chainpet, I think it's cool to keep an eye on how they keep coming up with new ideas and breaking news. Think of them as the servers that Web3 AI uses. And today's news is that it's now easy to build a DeFi project. You could use the smart contract creator on Chainpet. Customize this comes with auditing, and I love this show. Here's how the ChangeItBit smart contract creator makes it simple. Start using the smart contract creator on ChangeItBit. You can just ask it to make a smart contract for your DeFi project. It's very quick and easy. Next, you can use the ChangeItBit smart contract generator to add basic DeFi features to your smart contract, such as loans and staking. You can make your own contracts using standards like ERC20 and change the logic and fees to fit your DeFi plan, and add safety features like re-enter cigars to keep your project safe. Last, use ChangeItBit smart contract auditor to check your smart contracts. That's the video. As always, I'll see you tomorrow.